Congratulations! The loan's approved. The walkthrough is great. It's ready to go. It's closing day. What do I expect? Hi, I'm Ira Piltz, attorney at law, and let's talk for a moment about what you need to expect when you close on your home. Now, by the time you're at the point of scheduling a closing, it means the following has happened. You've signed a contract, you've done an inspection, the attorney review period has ended, everybody has agreed on the price and the credits, and your loan has been approved by your lender. The closing really has two main phases for a buyer. The first thing is the walkthrough, and that should happen 1 to 2 days before the scheduled closing. At that point, you should go, probably with your broker, and do a final look at the place that you're buying. You need to make sure that it's in the same condition it was at the time you signed the contract. If you notice any issues, if there's any problems, anything that wasn't disclosed, anything that looks like it was hidden, you need to tell your attorney right away so that your attorney can address those at or before closing. It's very important. People think that a walkthrough is just a quick 10 minutes, but I've had many cases where major issues arise at walkthroughs, and fortunately we're able to resolve the majority of them. Now, once that's done and you come to the closing, generally this is what you can expect. First of all, see this? This is your hand. You should probably exercise it a little bit because you'll be signing a lot of documents. I say that jokingly, but understand that the average loan package for a residential loan can be anywhere between 60 and 150 pages. Don't worry, a good attorney will get you through it quickly. When you come to the closing, you should have the following. You should have all of the people who are going to be on the loan and on title to the property either there in person, or you should have a valid power of attorney for that person. Just to note that if you're using a power of attorney, you want to let your lender know ahead of time so they can advise you in regard to form. Secondly, you want to make sure that your money is there ahead of you. Under Illinois law, any amount in excess of $50,000 needs to be wired to the closing location, usually a title company in Illinois, and it should arrive before you do. Your attorney can guide you with this, and your loan officer should be able to give you what's called a good faith estimate, which is a really good idea of how much money you are going to need to close. Ira's advice is always send a couple of extra dollars because you never know when something is going to come up. Now, at the closing, 3 things will happen. First of all, you're going to sign a mountain of documents from your lender that are going to take care of the loan. It's going to include a note, a mortgage, a financial recap of the transaction, right now called a HUD-1, but will be something that will be changing come October 1st, 2015. Then you're going to sign a whole bunch of documents related to that. The second set of documents will be documents that assure that you're taking clean, clear, and marketable title to the property. And that's where your attorney's expertise comes in even more, because the attorney knows what to check for. Is the deed prepared correctly? Are all of the things that might affect your ownership of the house otherwise addressed? Then finally, what we'll call the documents of conveyance. These are the documents that give you ownership to the home. You'll review the deed, which should transfer the property to you, the bill of sale, which is personal property, and then any related tax or disclosure documents that are required. A closing can seem very daunting, and there's no way to truly explain it in 3 minutes. A good attorney can really prep you for closing and make you feel as comfortable as possible. When you're ready to close, make sure to ask questions to your loan officer and to your attorney so that you know what to expect. As always, this is intended to be general legal knowledge and should not be relied on as any specific legal advice for your situation. If you have a specific question, I encourage you to call a licensed attorney. You can always call me, Ira Piltz, attorney at law. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to check us out on the web at www.piltzlaw.com.